Hey guys, it's the Reseller Stew episode 9.5. Since I had already announced that we were going to be doing the clothing special for episode 10, I didn't want people to watch previous videos and then go try to find episode 10, and it was just us talking about nothing. So, so we're in episode 9.5. But how's everybody doing today?
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Good. How are you?
Me? I stayed up way too late last night. But I actually finished my Amazon, shipment, so.
That's yay.
I know, but then I have all that new stuff that just came in that's, in my living room, and it looks awful, 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 awful in there. So.
It's a heap of profit. You'll be okay.
I hope so. I hope so, because I wanted, a couple. I only opened, 3 boxes, and, one of them I was like,
oh, yeah.
Like this. And so, yeah. But I think I did that last time, too, where I had, one box that I was just like, what is this? But that was okay. I still made money, so.
Yeah, I've never done pallet rejects before, so
Well,
I'm sure it's kind of like a roller coaster.
It is, especially because you're buying something that somebody didn't want to sell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so,
Nicole's face was priceless.
Mute. She's leaving, you guys.
She's such a mama. We know how it is.
Yes, we do.
Anybody go sourcing? Did you
Not
go
today.
sourcing today? You didn't? Are you not on your everyday anymore?
No, I'm not on every day anymore. I live a little bit farther than I used to from the place that I was going every day. That, and I am in the mode of, if I have anything that needs to get listed, I'm not going to go buy anything else, because I'm not going to have a whole heap of I don't know what just sitting over there, and I'm kind of trying to pretend it's not there so I can go sourcing.
Yeah.
So,
Swivel fly. What is happening?
I did go to the bins yesterday and pick up a few articles of clothing and realize just how incredibly cheap it is. I got a dress and 4 or 5 shirts, and I paid $1.80. I was like, what? So that was nice. Oh, hey!
Hey, Tonya.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Just got back from Camp Gladiator.
Oh, how'd it go?
Oh, he kicked my butt.
I think that's awesome that y'all continue to do that.
Well, it was only my second time, but I did sign up today, so we'll see.
So, did anybody else go sourcing yesterday?
I did. I walked outside.
You walked outside.
If you saw my picture from the group that I posted with all the boxes that showed up yesterday, I walked outside. That was my sourcing.
Oh, I met somebody yesterday while I was at the bins. Anita. Hi, Anita, if you're watching.
Anita?
Nina?
Anita?
Yes.
He is watching, I'm sure of it.
I wanted to just say hi. It was really cool. She came up to me and she was like, "Are you Robin?" I was like, "Yes." And she goes, "I'm Anita." And it was just great. I gave her a hug and we talked for a little while. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to meet for coffee sometime in the morning on a Saturday before the Goodwill's open, and then go picking together or something.
It's fun to meet
Awesome.
people. It's fun to meet people at the store. I've ran into people before. It's like, hi.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I went sourcing yesterday. It was horrible.
Boo.
I bought, after an hour in there, I bought a hat. It sucked, but whatever. It's what it is.
Oh, that is terrible.
Your day.
I went out this morning and picked up something kind of cool. I had to do a return at Marshall's.
Oh, yeah.
And so I picked up these hairbrushes. You can't really see the brand.
What kind of hairbrushes are they?
Danica?
Jeni. It looks like Janeke. They were on clearance for $5 each, and I got 3 of them.
Jane. I'm always looking stuff up. J-A.
Are they like a specialized hairbrush? Go ahead.
They're made in Italy, and they're really nice, but they were $5 on clearance, so I got all of them.
Cool.
How much are they selling for?
Between 40 and 60 on eBay, because I'm not
Wow.
unheated in beauty on Amazon, so I can't
I
sell them.
spelled it wrong.
I'm going to go to Marshall's and TJ Maxx today because I have a friend who's been going the last couple days for their final clearance, and she's been killing it. Like, so much good stuff. So.
I thought you were only telling us.
Oh. You guys,
Sorry, the show's over.
Not to pick up all over me. I'm really tired.
I sent stuff into Amazon that I got at TJ Maxx and Marshall's a ton. Like 2 shipments for just TJ Maxx and Marshall's clearance items.
Do you guys
That's
feel
fine.
like, because I remember when I lived in Virginia, the stuff that was at TJ Maxx and Marshall's, or I don't remember what they had. It was like a Ross and a TJ Maxx or something. Was very different from the stuff that they had in Texas. It was almost like they had stuff that was at the TJ Maxx that was selling full price down here in Texas. It was a very popular brand, but up there it was not. So do you find that they're all different, like regionally? Do they all have different things where the competition might be less?
Yeah.
Really? Because I don't ever go. But I watch, I get something in my eyes like watering. I watch Glenn Zubia, the Hustler Hacks, and he does a lot of Marshalls and TJ Maxx for shoes.
And
he
Ross
buys-
too.
Yeah. And I noticed like in his videos he had some regional things that just didn't belong there. It was like shoes for Ohio. It was like Ohio State, college shoes. And it's like, why is that in El Paso?
Yeah, they, so, I mean, you guys probably already know this, but for anybody who doesn't, Ross is like the lowest level, and then it goes Marshall's, and then it's TJ Maxx, and they're all owned by the same corporation.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and Home Goods as well is also in that circle. So they just kind of get, essentially, pallet rejects, right? Like they just get what companies can't sell or what they don't want. They just kind of buy in bulk. So not every store is going to have the same thing because they don't have that much product.
Okay,
Does
all
that make
right.
sense?
Because that was a concern that I have, and that's why I don't do a lot of RA. When I see people,
Oh, I don't do, yeah.
when people are like, I go to Target, and I'm like, no, that's nationwide, all the same stuff, and they're all the same clearance, and they do everything nationwide. So it's kind of like you're competing against everybody in the whole nation. I don't have time for that.
I just laugh every time someone says that.
I don't have time.
Well, Deb, I think you and I were in a hangout when I was processing my shoes from Marshall's, and I had all of those tchotchkes, which will never sell here in Ohio. Like, I don't even know why they were here.
Oh my God, girl! They would I could just sell them on Facebook here, and I never have success selling things on Facebook.
I know.
Yeah, I could probably do that here too. Yeah.
It's like Chacos everywhere.
I have a pair. They're real comfortable.
They're like $80.
I got mine at Goodwill.
The only ones I've ever bought were at Goodwill, but they weren't my size, and I sold them for like $70 on eBay.
Sweet.
They were like $10 a pair at Marshall's. Just FYI.
I just
They
found
wouldn't
one
even
at the
have those here.
Just got a pair from the Goodwill outlet. That was sweet.
They were like 3 cents.
I know, right?
I don't know. Do I want to go to the outlet today, or do I want to go to Marshall's and TJ Maxx?
I know. I want to go now too.
Well, that
I only
5
have,
is probably getting thin right now, so I would go now if you're going to go to Marshall's.
Margaret's probably there right now.
You know what's going to happen, though? I'm going to buy a bunch of stuff for myself if I go.
I need to get one of you guys to hold my hand and walk me through an Amazon thing because I have not started on Amazon yet, and I really feel like that is something that I need to do like this month.
I did it. I sent my first box in. It was really exciting.
Congratulations.
When?
Last week. I haven't really announced it yet because I don't know. It seems really weird, and so I haven't talked about it. But I did it, and I was really proud of myself. I sent 2 boxes into 2 different places. You know how they do that? I don't know.
Yeah.
And only one has been processed, and the other one still hasn't come up yet, which is annoying.
Nicole is like talking like she's talking to her friends and goes, "We kissed."
Like, it's so exciting though.
We held hands.
I love it.
That's so awesome. It's great that you did that because so many. It's like once you get over that hurdle of that very first shipment, after that it's.
I've been wanting to and procrastinating and wanting to and procrastinating. It just seems like such a daunting thing to me for some reason. I think if somebody would just like take my hand and be like, "Here, we're gonna do this," I'd feel a little better about
Deb
it.
held my hand. I told Deb I want to do this, and she said, "Okay, do it." And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah."
You just gotta do it.
You know how Deb is so motivating to me because you're always just like, "What? Okay, then why aren't you doing it?" Like, it's really easy. And then you'll give me like a 10-step process, and I'll be like, "Oh, you're right." You haven't have been like, "What are you doing with your life?"
Like April's like an old hat at doing Amazon now. She's just like breezing through.
And that's what I was just thinking when Nicole was talking. Like, I was not on top of getting started with Amazon, and Deb literally asked me every single day, like, "Hey, you get that shipment out?" And I'm like, I didn't. But she did not like let up until it was out. So I got it done.
When did you send yours in?
My very first shipment was September of last year. And I'm having an amazing January, but I'm like scared to like spend any of the money. So
Yeah, you're doing great, April. Amazing. You've inspired me like to start sending in electronics now.
yeah, if you can find them new, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a really great sale that I was like, "Don't spend that money, girl. Don't."
2 great sales,
don't
right?
spend it yet. Just wait.
2.
Got 2 really big ones this week.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What else have you guys found this week? I mean, yesterday my sourcing was horrible, but I did really good the rest of the week, so that was cool. I sold yesterday, or 2 days ago, I bought this bag. You guys, you need to know about this if you don't. Herschel, the brand Herschel, this brand.
Yeah, I was watching your video last night. I was like,
this brand is really hot right now. And like my husband just paid $100 for a backpack by them because he's nuts and he spends way too much money on clothes.
What?
But,
How does that even happen in your house? How are you allowing this?
okay, so here's the thing about my husband. He has a salesperson at Nordstrom that calls him and says, "Oh, we have these new pants that you like in your
Do
size."
they sell it at Nordstrom Rack? Because we have a Nordstrom Rack right down the street from my house.
They might have it at the Rack, but it's at the full line Nordstrom.
It's what?
But yeah, no, he calls him up and he says, "Hey, I got these pants in your size," and my husband will go down there and get them tailored and buy it. He's obsessed with this salesperson, so I have to like cut them off.
Nicole has changed the contact information in his phone to like telemarketer, so it's whenever Nordstrom calls, so he doesn't answer.
Oh man.
Yeah, you guys buy this brand. That's the point.
I'm looking them up. You know, that would be really easy to identify because that little label is like so prominent on the front.
And this is actually the label. This is a collaboration piece, so their label is a little bit different, but it's still the same idea.
Yeah, I'm looking at them. I'm like, this would be really easy to spot.
And they don't, like, a lot of the thrift stores don't know about this brand. It's one of those brands that, you know, they don't price for $20. So this bag was like $8, and I sold it for $60 in less than like 3 hours.
Wow.
That's nice.
Yeah, yeah, that would be easy to spot. I try to take a glance at like the luggage backpack area, but they're always so full that I get kind of if there's too much of anything. I think that's why I don't like going to the outlet. If there's too much of anything jammed into a space and I have to dig through it, I just kind of get overwhelmed, and I'm like, no. And so I kind of try to glance at the bags just to make sure there's no, like, a Tumi in there or something. But that would be really easy to spot, that little tag. Especially because it's white. Like, white on dark.
This is the kind of thing that I would go out and, like, find this afternoon because I just learned about it.
Right?
Yeah, and streetwear in general, you guys should start, if you can, do like a little bit of research on this isn't the clothing episode, but do a little bit of research on streetwear in general. Like and I only know this because my husband spends absorbent amount of money on this stuff, but you know, there'll be like limited edition pieces. Like North Face just did a collaboration, which I talked about, with Supreme is the brand. And those jackets are selling for $300 to $500 on eBay right now if you find them.
Dang.
So it's just something to keep your eyes peeled for. Men's streetwear is something I always look for.
What is streetwear? Is it the stuff with the guns on it?
Pretty much.
I looked up streetwear, and I've got, like, pit bulls and guns.
That's so funny.
Like, Dia de los Muertos stuff, and
Yeah, like kind of like, you know, my husband's really into, like, the tattoo culture and the skate
okay,
culture.
all right, so I'm looking at the right stuff. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And those people, I don't know how they have the money to do it, but they spend a lot of money on their stuff, on their gear.
That is interesting. Where are they getting this money?
I don't know. It's like back in the day when...
rude. Like, you know, like they're just poor. Like,
those people are my friends, okay? Those people are my friends. That's what they would be playing out with, and I know they're poor.
I guess it's kind of the same way. I'm just not gonna say nothing. Never mind. We'll just move on.
This is going down a bad road.
So, I didn't even do my haul video for all my stuff I bought last week, but I got a new boss. It says get to work on his face. He's been watching me all week. He's not very good at motivating me, though.
Is he listed for sale?
No.
You gonna keep him?
No. I haven't listed anything I bought last week.
Dad, get to work.
It's like I was, like, motivated, like, yay! And then I went shopping, and then I was, like, sitting here. So, yeah, I've got to get to work. I really do.
Because you were working so hard so that you could get everything listed so that you could go shopping. So once you got the reward...
I was like, I got my cookie now. Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Hey,
No, I have to list the stuff because now I have all that stuff in the living room, and it's got to get out of my living room because it looks terrible in there. You can't even sit on the couch. It's all in front of the couch, and it's taking up half of the living room, and it looks awful. And my husband is only going to tolerate that for so long before he's like, I just set that stuff on fire out in the yard. So, yeah. But I'm kind of excited because some of the stuff that came in there is not stuff that I list. Like, I don't do clothes. There was, like, half a box of, like, clothes that I know he had said he was sending me some of his old eBay stuff. And so I was like, okay, this must be the eBay stuff because it was all polybagged and it had numbers on it for, like, a sorting system. And so I'm actually going to use those items to send to Celery that I was talking about in my video that I made to get them to list them for me and see how they do. Because
I'm interested to see how that works.
Yeah, because I have really I'm not going to list that stuff. Like, I don't list clothing. So I'm going to just take it and ship it off to them. And
Is that like the swap, Nicole?
I wasn't listening, I'm sorry.
Is that like the swap.com?
What one?
No, Celery is a fulfillment center for eBay.
Oh.
So basically, I wanted to start using them because I ran out of space. And they will actually store and ship your items for you. But they also have a listing service that if you're that's separate from, they also do consignment. Like they'll charge you a fee and a percentage and all that stuff, but I'm not doing that. I'm just wanting them to make the listings and ship the stuff. And so I talked with the guy on Monday, and I'm just gonna try it out and see how it goes.
So they measure your garments and everything and include that in the listing they create and stuff?
I suppose so, yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I want to try it.
Because I looked at their listings, and I didn't see measurements, but I know a lot of people don't measure menswear. Like, I've seen a lot of people that don't measure menswear at all, especially if it's modern stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't measure anything if it's modern.
Yeah.
Because they figure, oh, you know what a J. Crew shirt. I mean, that's not a good example, but you know what that size is like. However, I was at Gap the other day, and there was a guy in there with a measuring tape. And I just had to laugh because everyone is always like, you don't carry a measuring tape around when you're shopping for clothes. This dude was. This dude straight had a tape, and it was in the baby Gap, too, so it was children's clothes, and he was straight, like, measuring everything.
That's odd.
Like, I wanted to take a photo and post
His wife yelled at him. His wife yelled at him one too many times.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yes. And he just lost his. And he's like, all right, fine, I'm just measuring it all.
Hey guys, I have something fun that I picked up that I posted on Facebook, but I want to show our viewers. This guy.
Oh, yeah.
Did you find some dice?
All I need is dice. And I still have to find them, but no, that's all I need is 4 dice. 2 red and 2 white.
Okay.
Other than that, it's perfect. All the other pieces are there.
I didn't see it. What was it?
It's a Napoleon Europe game.
Oh, okay. Cool. What are you listing it for?
$150.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's actually a deal.
Yes, I love that so
Yeah.
much.
Like,
That's actually a really good deal, $150 for this board game. What about you, Tonya? What have you found this week?
what am I selling this week?
What do you find?
Well, I wish I had it with me. I bought a ombre ceramic purple, like a flat iron, and it was $7.99 new in the package at Goodwill, and it's going for about $189 on Amazon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is the brand?
I think it's called Ombre, A-M-B-R-E. You want me to go get it? I'll go get it. Okay, hang on, I'll go get it.
Yes.
We want to see.
I would never look at the flat irons or curling irons, and I always walk past them, and I'm like, I should look at these because where I live, the ladies definitely spend money on that stuff.
So it's a flat iron. I was reading the chat, so I missed what it was.
It's a flat iron.
Okay, I'm looking it up. I spelled it wrong, apparently.
Okay, I have it. Can you see it?
Amore.
Oh.
We have a really bad echo. Okay. Amora.
Amora, yeah. I already listed it, merchant fulfilled. I decided I'm not going to send it off because there's already one there for FBA. And, I think the rank is okay. We'll see.
Let me see. On Amazon.
And then I got this Disney Mickey Mouse Christmas ornament for $1.99, and it's going for about $30. So,
Cute.
yeah.
Oh, it's Steamboat Willie.
Right? And I think it plays music, too.
That stuff is usually pretty collectible.
Yeah.
You have an echo somewhere.
Is it me?
Definitely Tonya.
It's Tonya?
It's Tonya.
What do I need to do? I already got my earbuds.
Refresh. It might just be Google. I just about lost my. I was like, oh my god! I had one of the little flags by my notifications for performance on Amazon. It was pricing deactivation. I was like, oh. Phew. Apparently, they think my puzzle is overpriced.
Yeah. I've had one of those, and I'm just like, who are you to tell me that I'm charging you?
That's a good deal. They need to realize.
Well, I have had one thing that they kept deactivating so many times they would deactivate it like every week. It would piss me off, and I had the maximums all set up, and they would still deactivate it. And I had mine priced higher than the used ones because mine was actually new. It just had one of those little marks on the UPC thing so that I couldn't say it was new. So it was used like new. And I'm like, I'm not going to price this as used. It's not used. You know, I'm going to price this $20 less than the new ones, but I'm not going to price it the same price as the used ones. And they just kept deactivating it over and over and over and over again. Made me nutso. All right, let me look up this flat iron while I'm here.
I got a pair of, how do you pronounce it? Salomons from the Goodwill outlet. I paid $1 for, and I listed them, and they sold for $75 in like less than an hour.
Wow, that's awesome.
Week. So that was really nice.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
So much. Hey, you guys. How was your January's, everyone? I think this is the first show that we've done since the end of the month. Did everyone have a good January?
Mine was great. I recovered. You know, remember like a couple weeks ago when it was the stupid little eBay thing was telling me I was 47% less than I was my previous 31 days?
Hate that thing.
Yeah, I'm now at, hang on, let me bring it up. I should have had it up before I started talking. I am now at, I am down by 0.1%. So, yeah, 0.1 instead of 47% like it was a couple weeks ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because it was looking sad.
My January was definitely down, but that's fine. It wasn't down like a huge amount. It was like $500 less than what I wanted to do, and that's fine. I mean, it's hard to compare January to December, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My January was better than December. My December was not hot.
My January was fabulous because I got my store active again and started making sales, so that was wonderful.
Yeah, can you talk about and touch on that for a minute? You were saying before we came on the show that you were kind of reevaluating the way you do business.
Yeah, I have to relearn the things that I pick up and stuff again. I used to go every single day to a certain Goodwill because I would leave out of there with at least like $200-300 profit within 2 hours, almost every single day. And now I don't live in that area anymore, and it's kind of like not, it's not going to work out. I'm not going to be able to do what I used to do. So I'm starting to go to the Goodwill outlet now every single day and trying to learn more about clothes and things like that. And I'm also making sure that I list absolutely everything before I pick up other stuff. So my schedule for the day and everything else is just different. It's just different. So, but I have learned like 2 or 3 different niches in the last couple years, so I think I'll be okay. I just have to be a little bit obsessive about, I'm learning about clothes and, you know, all this other stuff. So I keep on the ball and keep working. But I have realized that even if I'm not listing something on a day, if I'm selling things, if I'm moving things out of my store, it seems to help with Cassini also. I've had, I don't know, on average 2 sales a day with less than 70 items in my store this last week.
That's great, because I think normally the statistics are like, oh, you'll get 1 sell per every 100 items that you have. Kind of that's like the little non-official way of looking at it. So that's a huge turnover rate that you have.
I've never found that statistic to be true.
Mine normally is.
This never worked for me. But again, everyone is different. And I agree, actually, though, what you're saying about if you're selling things, it helps with search rankings, because I didn't list anything. Monday or Tuesday, I didn't list literally anything. I mean, it was Tuesday or Wednesday.
It's funny that you say that because I got that from you. You said it in one of your videos, and I was like, okay, well, let me just try it because I haven't sold anything today, and somebody sent me a best offer, and I was like, okay, that best offer is good. I'm good with $30.
Yeah, like for me, it's just like you want to keep your store active. Even if I'm not listing something, I'll go in and I'll just like mess around with a few of my listings just to show eBay, like, hey, look at me, I'm doing things.
Yeah.
And they like it, so it works.
Yeah. So I sold 2 other things later in the day after I accepted that best offer, and I was like, yay! I don't know if it was because I accepted that best offer or not, but I like to think that it was. So.
Do you guys think I can fold this to ship it?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a canvas taupe, but it's pretty thick. Do you think they will be okay with that?
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
What?
Okay.
Do you not have big polybags?
Not this big.
Oh.
And I don't think I want to ship this in a poly bag anyway.
I would box it.
Yeah, just because they paid a decent amount for it, and I
Yeah.
just want to put it in a box, I think.
Yeah. I do that too. If somebody spends like a certain amount of money on my stuff, I'm not putting it in an envelope. I'll definitely put it in a box.
Yeah, it just depends on the item. Like, and I know the people who buy this stuff don't want it in a poly mailer. What about you, April? How was your January? Was it good?
My January was really, really good. The only thing is that I've been reinvesting a lot of my eBay profits into Amazon inventory. So on paper, I'm kind of treading water, but in reality, I'm doing really, really well. Like I have very strong sales on eBay for January, and I did about half that amount on Amazon. So it was good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really awesome. So I have a question about the whole Amazon thing. You said you started Amazon back in September. How long did it take once they got your first shipment for you to start actually making money? Like you made your profit, your investment back, and started like actually profiting some stuff.
Well, here's the timeline. I got my stuff in at the very end of September. So I think I had one sale maybe at the very end of September. October I had a few sales, a handful. They started to trickle in. But I was paying for a pro membership when I did not need to be paying for a pro membership. So for the first couple of weeks, I was running in the deficit when I started out, and I don't think that's uncommon because they're gonna, as soon as they can see that you've sent your package, they're gonna subtract that amount. So it's not uncommon for you to have a negative balance. But by November, things were taking off, and then somehow I managed to do like over $5,000 in sales in December on Amazon. For somebody who doesn't know FBA, that was just crazy. So you guys are actually doing the right thing by getting started early, because come December, Amazon is like printing cash. Like you almost can't lose in the fourth quarter. But you really have to be prepared before then. And I wasn't, and I still did okay.
We will be this year, right?
Oh yeah. I'm looking at toys now, like thinking about how they're going to do in December.
Changes your whole view on a whole bunch of different stuff, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think that far in advance. I've been trying to, because there's one item that I know for sure like does well come Christmas time, and it always goes on clearance in the spring. And so last year I had contemplated buying some, and then I didn't, and then I watched them over Christmas and they did really, really well. And then I'm like, okay, I think I'm actually gonna, this year when they go on clearance, they normally do, sometime in like March. I think I'm gonna buy like a whole bunch of them. I think. I'm not sure. I might not do anything at all. I like to talk big talk, but I might, because I already know and I've watched it for this was the second. Well, I could see from the Christmas before, and then I watched it this last Christmas, so I'm like, I already know its stats. Oh, man.
What about you, Tonya? How was your January? Did we talk about your January?
January for eBay was pretty good, but Amazon had a few returns I wasn't happy with, but you know, it's just part of the game.
April down there.
Well, that's why I said I'm not spending the money, because you'll learn real quick with Amazon. They'll try.
We have an echo again. Yeah, that's the one thing. Like I used to say with eBay, because people would get it was in April, and she left, and it wasn't her echo.
Is it me?
I think it is.
Me?
I'm not sure.
Me?
Maybe. But I used to tell people, I'm like, don't freak out about your returns and refunds. You know, I used to I would keep $500 sitting over in the bank, and it was just there, and it was there for, like, not freak out money. Because I think what happens with a lot of people with their businesses is they spend all the money. You know, because they're trying to pay their bills, they're buying more stuff, then they spend all the money, and then whenever a refund comes through, it's totally traumatic for them. They don't have the money anymore. They are just kind of like freaking out. And so the smartest thing I think I ever did was just set aside money specifically for returns and refunds. That I know it's hard, you know, some people are like, I can't set aside, but you just have to. Otherwise you're going to be freaking out. Anytime, like, I mean, I have seen people lose it over like $40. And you become like not a nice seller. You're not it's almost like somebody's stealing from you when they need to do a refund. You know, it's not the same business. Instead of just being like, okay, this is a business transaction, people take it very personally because it's like somebody stealing the money from their pocket. And that's really not the way that it works. So setting aside some money, just specifically, even if it's $100, you know, if that's all you have to put aside, you know, just have it there, because it'll change the way you look at your business. It'll change the way you treat your customers. It'll change the way that you react to refunds and returns, and you won't be as hostile.
I don't even like open the packages sometimes. I have a pile of stuff of clothing that came back this month, and I usually just open it once a month. As soon as the package comes, I just refund them, because it doesn't matter if they sent me something. It doesn't matter. I have to refund them, you know?
Right.
And I don't want it to affect my, like, mental state and be some negative Nancy because I'm freaking out over a return. Like, if I open it and it's a different shirt or something, I don't want to deal with it. Like, I just want to give them their money and think about something else.
Right.
Yeah. That's an interesting way of doing it.
It's not the right way by any means. I really don't think it's the right way. It's just the way that I do it for my own personal, like, mental health.
For sanity's sake.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, if you can do anything that just kind of like de-escalates you, you know, and takes you away from that emotional state that you're in, I think, like I said, people take it really personal. You know, and I've never gone and taken anything back to Target or Walmart where they were just like, why are you doing this to me? Why, you know, why are you bringing this shirt back? You know, like, it's not personal, it's just business, you know? Like, yeah. It's really funny, actually. I wanted to post, because I have some friends that work at Walmart that I had met when I used to do merchandising, and they're still, like, my Facebook friends, and they're part of these Walmart employee, like, groups, and they have all these little funny memes, but one of them posted, like, the funniest reasons for returns, and then they all started commenting, so you could see all of these Walmart employees commenting about reasons for returns, and I'm like, you know, we kind of freak out about it, but they're getting returns because the diet pills didn't work and I'm still fat, you know, or like, just like, I mean, there was just all of these really strange reasons that the soda, he brought soda back because it made him pee. You know, you know, and I mean they just give him the money back, you know, and move on.
Did you ladies know that on eBay there's a return reason for I don't need it anymore?
Yes.
I've had things like clothing items returned for that reason, and I'm like, so you just rented it?
Yep. I needed it. Now I don't.
Wow.
I think that's why some people, when their business is like formal wear or costumes or things that are generally used for rent, will have like a tag policy. You know, they'll put a tag like right in the middle of it. You know, they're like, that tag needs to be on there if you're going to return it. You know, like, because there really isn't any way to protect yourself. You have to have return policy, but you can say like, well, it needs to be new. You know, you can't just return it because.
Sorry. You know, even now, things will be said or whatever, and I'm like, crap, I don't have that anymore. My daughter was in ballet for when she was 3 and 4 years old, and I kept her costumes. And now they're gone. Sorry. I just thought about that whenever you mentioned costumes. I was like, oh, crap. And then I try to think no, we don't have them anymore. No, it's okay. Everybody is fine. It's just stuff. But things like that hit me still. Sometimes I'm like, oh, dang it. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, that would be hard. When you're like, oh yeah, I got that. Oh no, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you guys learn this week?
What did I learn?
Oh, there was something and I forgot.
I'll tell you what I learned. I learned, do not let your husband pick up 2 snow globes at the same time and move them to another room because he will break one.
Dang it, that sucks. Aw.
He will break one. So, be gentle with your merchandise.
Oh, I have something I learned. I learned it because of my group. And so I learned that something that is exactly 1 pound ships at its own rate than something that is 1.1 to 2 pounds.
Oh, wow.
And I had no idea about that. But apparently a 1 pound item priority, like 1 pound or less, exactly 1 pound or less, will ship at like $6 and something. And a 1.1 to 2 pound item will ship at like $9 and something. And then minus your discount, whatever. So yeah, I didn't even know that. I think I knew that in the back of my mind somewhere because I remember shipping things at 1 pound back when, before first class went up to 15. But yeah, so there was this huge thing in the group about it because there was a guy that was shipping things the regional rate, and because it's supposed to be 2 pounds and didn't realize that there was a difference between 1 pound and 1.1 pound. And I was like, no, there's no difference. There's no difference. You don't. And then when I got to looking at it, I was like, there totally is. And then Dusty posted like the DMM, the whatever it is, master plan and it says on there 1 pound and less for priority has its own rate, and then 1.1 or 1 pound 1 ounce to 2, it rounds up to 2. Yeah, because for a minute I thought I was like really stupid. I was like, I think my brain broke. I can't. I'm not wrapping my head around this. And then it's there.
That's actually really, really good information.
Yep.
Yeah.
Check it out when you're shipping today.
I'm doing that right now.
And just put something at 1 pound priority, and then.
Okay, I'm actually doing that right now. Okay, let's put this at priority 1 pound exactly.
Mhm. And it has to be. It has to weigh 1 pound or less. So.
Well, I'm just gonna see what the.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, Yeah.
Okay, hold on. And now let's do what was the other one?
1.1 ounce. Just add another ounce.
It went up $3.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, so it doesn't work that way with anything else. Like, there's no difference between 2 pounds and, whatever. Like, if you go 2.1, it's going to just go up to 3. But it's, the 1 pound is its own little priority rate.
That scares me so much, though, because 0.1 ounces is such a small amount. Like, a different scale could have a different weight,
Yeah. I would think it would be something that you would normally ship first class, but the person wanted priority. That's kind of the way I look at it.
Yeah, that's how I would use it too, because I would be totally scared to do that.
Yeah. You're like, no, it really was on my scale. I can show you.
One of those days I'm going to get that
postage due, $3, postage due on it.
Yeah, and they're going to be like, what the heck? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that is good information to know. Sometimes if I have something that's like almost to that pound mark, like just a couple, like 0.7 or 0.8, I'll usually bump it up to the next one because of the scale situation. So I would just bump it up to 1 pound exactly and save myself a few dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I need to test something real quick because I might have learned something else. It didn't work on that website.
Well, what else? What did you guys learn?
I learned that I will never, ever, ever send more than 4 or 5 books into FBA at a time.
Why?
I picked up a bunch of textbooks, like operations management type textbooks, and I got a whole bag of them for like $3. So I was like, oh, this is awesome. I'm going to make so much money. But then the box weighed like 47 pounds, and it wasn't so awesome.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like anything about the book hustle. It's not my jam.
Were they good sales rate?
Yeah, they were decent. Most of them were decent.
I don't do books. I can't make myself scan them.
I love the books.
No, yeah, as far as I can go is what I do now, where I go to the media section and I pull all the new DVDs and I pull all the new CDs and I scan those. And then I put them in piles of I'm going to buy these, and these are going back on the shelf, and then I put them back. It only takes about 20 minutes. I can't do books. There's just too many. And there's no way to know. You have to scan them all. Like, you can't just, because you don't know.
What kind of a shipping rate discount does Amazon give you?
It's huge.
Well,
Yeah,
for
I think
that,
so, too.
for almost 48 pounds, it cost me like $11 and some change. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, the discount.
You don't want to pay $11. How much was you gonna make on the box, April? It's so funny.
It was so heavy. It was so heavy, and
You
I
need
was
to
like,
get a dolly.
I know. I'm a
I
wimp.
got a hand cart that I got from a garage sale.
Yeah, but even if you told me you would send it to me, it would be 2 years before I got it. That was such a low blow. I'm such a...
What?
Quit laughing.
I love you, Deb.
What am I supposed to send you?
I'm just playing with you. I'm just giving you a hard time based on what you've said about other folks. So.
Oh, that I am not good at shipping things to people that I say I'm going to ship? I think I owe some people, like, webcams. I do, because I'm like, oh, I have one, I'll totally send it to you. And then it's not, I don't do it on purpose. I'm, like, really generous in my head. And I'm, like, lazy. Yeah, poor Chad. Chad got his Christmas present yesterday.
Whatever. That was the best Christmas present ever. Dibs on Dad being my Secret Santa.
Yeah, it was worth the wait, but it was a wait. And there's somebody in my group I need to send a present to as well because I switched her address And so she didn't get her Secret Santa present, and so I was going to send one to her, and I have it here. I just haven't put it in a box and sent it away. I'm a horrible person.
No, you're just horrible at sending things off. Not a character judgment.
I'm so bad.
Okay, Robin, what'd you learn?
I found a spot to take pictures in my house.
Yeah, I like that one.
That's what I learned. I had to find a place that had the best lighting and what time of day to do it and all that other stuff. So I found my spot. So that was nice.
Where is it?
Right at the top of the stairs in front of the window. It's an awesome spot. In the morning, when I get up and finish drinking my coffee and actually feel like getting off my butt for a little bit, I go upstairs and take pictures of all the listings. I create the listings when I bring all of my items home from the Goodwill. So I sit here and type them all up and everything, because this has always been the fastest way for me to do it. I create the listings first, and then the following morning I get up, drink my coffee, then go upstairs and take all of the pictures in front of the window and then make them active.
When you go to the bins, how many you're going every day, you said?
Almost.
How many items are you getting?
Sometimes a whole lot and sometimes just a few.
So how long are you there for? What is your time range when you go?
2 to 3 hours. I could stay for longer, but 3 hours I'm like ready to not be nice to people, so I need to leave.
I go about once a week and I go for 3 hours or so. I try not to stay longer than that, but I mean, I'm walking out with so much stuff that I don't know how to do it every day.
You do clothes though. I just now like purchased my first like few items of clothing yesterday, basically because I've been inspired by you to pick up clothes. I'm like, so that's why I was like, I only paid $1.80 for like a dress and like 3 shirts. I was like, it's crazy.
Clothes at the bins are great, and a lot of people don't want to do them, so they won't be digging through.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, there is a whole like. I swear it's probably an entire family times 10 there, and that's what they do is clothing. They do clothing and they do athletic shoes. And so, and they're there every single day. Every single day. So I'm kind of in there with all of them now trying to get clothes. It's interesting, but I'm going to learn new stuff, so that's great. I need to get a mannequin or something, though. Do you have a mannequin?
I have a dress form that I got off of Amazon for $50. I don't love her, but she works. And I would strongly suggest getting a mannequin because it's going to make your stuff sell better.
Yeah, I'm just taking them on the floor right now. I'm like, I've got to do something else.
When I got a mannequin, my sales probably doubled because I was doing the same thing. I was doing it on the floor. And the first time I put it on a mannequin, I was like, oh, Deb's going to send that to you.
I won't hold my breath.
Deb's going to hit us with that mannequin in a second.
Yeah, I've got to find me one of those.
Yeah,
somewhere.
it was at the Goodwill. Apparently they got multiples of them. I don't know where they came from. This one's actually, I think, what would be considered a plus size.
I was about to say it looked plus size.
Yeah, size.
It looks just like mine.
The bust is a 44 to 50.
It looks adjustable too.
It is adjustable. That's why I'm saying the bust is 44 to 50, and the waist is 37 to 43.
Okay.
So she's like probably a size 14 or something like that.
Oh, here's a tip.
And then adjust up. Huh?
Yeah.
A tip for mannequins. I had bought mine before I found this out, but a lot of the mall stores, they just throw their mannequins out. Like they'll just toss them right in the garbage. There's a guy in our neighborhood who goes around and picks them all out of the garbage and sells them on Craigslist.
Nice.
I'm sure his garage looks creepy as hell. It's just like arms and legs and head.
Yeah, it's weird, but you might, if you're ever into like going into a dumpster, just go behind the mall. There's probably some mannequins in there.
I have to figure out what day is trash day at our mall.
I have seen people post that what is it, Ann Fabrics or
Oh, Joanne's.
Joann's, that they put some of their what are considered fashion, like more decorative mannequins, like dress forms. They're still a regular like dress form, but they're fashion, like I guess they're for decoration or something. But they have them sometimes for like $39.
Yeah, I actually, they're in my pictures. I have one of those too. It's like a floral one. If you go to my store, you can see anything with a floral one is that one. And it was $40 on sale. They're $99 usually, but Joann's always has like coupons.
They're like
Yeah,
Hobby
good
Lobby,
coupons,
where everything's
yeah.
always on sale and there's always a coupon.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to invest in a mannequin. I might have to do that today. See what's going on over at Joann's, because I've got to go. I'm bringing all of my stuff to the post office now too, which is literally right down the street from the Goodwill outlet. So it makes it very convenient. So I will have to go by Joann's on. Wow.
And you can download the app too. They have coupons on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that now. Yay.
If
What about you, Tonya? Did you learn anything?
I learned that electronics can bring big money on Amazon FBA. And I am all over it.
Oh.
I'm scared to sell like used electronics on Amazon just because I don't know. There's so much that can go wrong with them that I just leave them alone. Well, do we have anything else to talk about? Are we done?
Yes, I have something to add for Nicole and Robin. When you're at the bins, please check for ties, neckties, men's neckties.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Check for belts.
I
Yeah.
don't know what to buy. Robin, or April, can you make a video about ties? Because I never know. I see them, and I never know what ones to buy, and I'm always so confused, and I'll throw, they're usually in a big pile, so I'll throw them in my cart, and then I'll start looking at them, and I get so overwhelmed that I just throw them back.
Yes, I will do a tie video.
So
I'll let April do that because
no.
it's been a while since I found ties that I wanted to purchase. So
They're hard to come by, but you know what? This week I went to one store and I found a Burberry London tie and a Ferragamo tie and a Lily tie, actually.
And the Vineyard Vines are
Cool.
good too.
Lily? What's Lily? Is that a good?
and Thomas Pink.
Yeah, I gotta know. You guys gotta help me out with that one because I'm just way overwhelmed with ties.
You know what? I always see people, this happens like once a year in one of the Facebook groups. Somebody will have this huge haul of Hermes ties. They'll go to a store and there'll be like 15 Hermes ties. I haven't seen it yet this year. That's why I'm telling you, lady, to keep an eye out when you're at those bins because I see it every year.
I wonder why.
I have no idea.
Somebody died?
Because okay, so that brand this is my thought process because I see that in clothing in general, like someone will just find a big find like that. It's an older brand. Don't take this the wrong way, guys. Somebody died. Somebody died who liked that brand. That's the tie that you wore.
She referenced it and being all nice. I said somebody died.
I don't know. It's a weird thing. So yeah, somebody died, right? That's why you're finding a whole haul of them is usually, or you'll find like somebody found, I have a friend who found like a whole collection of St. John suits, women's suits, like somebody died. Yeah, and that's what they wore.
Yeah.
I bought an entire thing, like 5 bags of like crafting stuff, and I was like, this is somebody's grandma's. You know, and they're just like, bye, you know, off to the Goodwill with it, you know. Yeah.
Did we have any questions in the chat?
Somebody was asking about shipping. Hang on.
I saw the free shipping.
Right, was asking if we charge or do free shipping.
I do free shipping on some things, but I make sure that I add whatever the average price to ship into my price before I do free shipping, and then do my whole calculations and stuff and make sure, you know, if it goes all the way to California, I'm still making money, right? You know, like, you got to do that.
Yeah, I just went in. I charged shipping for like 2 years. Prior to that, I used to go back and forth. I would alternate like every 6 months. And And then this year, I went ahead and changed over to free shipping, but I'm not sure if it's something I'm going to keep around or not. I haven't decided if I don't think it's helping my sales. I don't think it's hurting them, but I don't think it's helping them. And
Yeah.
I feel like I'm losing money in that I'm less inclined to accept best offers
Mhm.
that have free shipping on them. And I don't put things on sale as much as I normally do because there's free shipping on them. And
Mhm.
so I'm thinking about changing it back.
I tried it when you suggested it, and it absolutely does not work for me at all because I will run these really steep 35% off sales, and people will buy the cheapest things, and if they have free shipping on top of that, I'm taking a butt beating. And so
Yeah.
I'm not here for that. So I want to change everything back.
Yeah, I'm going to change it all back because I used to run sales all the time that were like liquidation sales that I was like, oh, I just want to get rid of this stuff. And I would run a 40% off sale. There is no way I would run a 40% off sale with free shipping. You know, like,
Yeah.
I mean, at one point in time, I was like, I want to get rid of all these shoes. They're 60% off. And
Yeah.
I had no problem at all doing that. I was making back my money. I was still making a profit. The shipping was paid for. And I was getting rid of old inventory. I can't do that now. I'm going to lose money doing that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back in and change it all back. I don't think it's helping sales at all. I actually commented earlier and I said that my January was better than my December, but I just looked and my December was like 2,200 and my January was like 18. So, yeah.
So I do free shipping, but my business model is a lot different, I think. So since I mainly do clothing, I factor it in always. So I factor in either $3, $5, or $10 into the price, depending on how I think it's going to go. Because clothing is pretty easy to determine that. So $3 for first class, $5 for a padded flat rate, which I need to bump to $6 now, and then $10 if I think it's going to be priority, because it never really weighs that much. So these are all, it keeps it in line for me. And then I also factor in a few extra dollars so I can do sales and best offer. And I think for clothing, since I mainly do clothing, you really have to be super competitive. So, like, I cannot miss out on somebody who hit free shipping in their search. Like, because you can search by, takes best offer, takes free shipping. So I want to be able to hit all of those things since I sell low dollar women's clothing.
Yeah, I think that I picked up on that whenever I was watching your videos because whenever I listed the bit of clothes that I picked up yesterday, I ordered poly mailers last night for the first time ever because I don't ever use poly mailers because I've been shipping nothing but shoes for like a year almost. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to do this whole clothing game, and so I'm going to order my poly mailers. So I did that last night, and then I was listing my clothes this morning, and I was like, Nicole said, free shipping, $3. Okay, so and so that's how I listed my clothes this morning too.
You got a new fan girl, Nicole. You got a new fan.
Gosh.
I'm liking her. I'm liking her videos. I'm learning a lot from Nicole. She's super knowledgeable.
It's really funny because I hate clothes. Like, I absolutely hate clothes, but I was watching your videos last night, and I was like, that seems pretty easy.
She will make you want to sell clothes, for sure.
Yeah, she does.
Just don't make it complicated. That's my theory. Like, just don't make it complicated.
Yeah.
I can do this.
All right, well, ending on clothing, we will be having the clothing special coming up next Tuesday. Yay! And, pending no illnesses, or this morning the show almost got canceled because the electricity went out here, and I thought the transformer blew, because it does it every 2 months. A squirrel gets up in there, and it goes kaboom! And, yeah, my poor little active squirrels. But it came back on, so I guess it wasn't the transformer. It was only out for about 25 minutes. So, but yeah, so Tuesday, 11 Central Time, we'll be having the clothing special. And anything else?
One thing for me, sorry, I'm chatty. I am hosting a meetup in Portland next week. So if you're in the Portland, Oregon general area, on Friday the 12th at the main post office, I am hosting a meetup at 7 p.m.
Cool. What are you going to talk about?
Shipping.
Cool beans.
Well, I'm gonna talk about. It just so happened the post office reached out to me and was like, "Oh, we have this meeting room." I knew that I wanted to host a meetup anyway, and then the marketing manager reached out to me and wanted me to do it at the post office, and I was like, "Oh, that's great! I can totally do that." So I think I'm gonna really focus on shipping because of the location in general. But it's just a meetup. We're gonna have snacks. We're gonna just talk. We're gonna meet people in the area. I think it'll be super fun.
So you're gonna talk about FedEx?
Yep.
They're like, get out.
FedEx is cheaper, guys. Thanks for the free room.
All right, guys. Anybody else got any announcements before we close out for the day?
No.
All right. Well, we'll see y'all next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.